and they're not going to kiss you. They ain't going to accept your kisses because they're not Egyptians. Go ahead.
It says, for my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. And he hath cast them, and he hath cast a lot for them, and his hand hath divided it unto them by line. They shall possess it forever, from generation to generation shall they dwell therein. Yeah,
the thing that we're going to possess is this Bible and the understanding of this Bible. All right, you got something, Mark?
Yeah, I got a precept to back Elder Ramlab up. This is Daniel 12 and 13. But go thou thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of days, which backs up what Elder Tahar said.
That scripture that he just quoted proves reincarnation. And you got people out there that can't even accept that reincarnation is mentioned in the scriptures. Now, going back to what I said in the beginning, the opening of the show, praise all you brothers that open up the GMS sites, whether it be GMS New Orleans, GMS Texas, GMS Chicago, GMS Florida. There was a couple of different GMS Florida camps. You had what was it? The one was Virginia, but you had in Florida alone, I think GMS Miami, I think was GMS Fort Lauderdale. I guess there's a GMS Jacksonville. So there's like 4 GMS camps down in Florida, and then you got GMS camps in England. All right. And then you got GMS camps throughout all the states. You know, like I said, I mentioned Chicago, I mentioned Texas, I mentioned Washington, the San Francisco Bay Area, GMS Los Angeles, the Carolinas, Virginias, and down in the islands, you got GMS, a couple of GMS camps, and you got GMS Canada or GMS Toronto. England. So there's so many GMS camps out there. So these guys, like I said, after the Most High brings the elect all together, those other little straggling groups, they either gonna have to get down with GMS, or they're gonna have to the Most High gonna get rid of them, man. And like I said, we're not bragging and boasting, you know, GMS like GMS is this and GMS is that. That's just a name that stuck. The Lord set that whole thing up. All right? Now you got guys out there, they'll quote from Revelation 18 saying GMS means great millstone. So that means they're talking about they're going to destroy themselves. Well, when you go to the book of Daniel, the 2nd chapter, around about the 40th verse on down, it tells you about a stone coming from the heavens and destroying the statue. So the stone begins with Yahweh Shai, then it comes down to the men of the Lord. So first this man's being brought out by the information. You're being condemned through the mouth. Then you're going to be physically condemned. Okay? All right, go ahead.
This is the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
You know what? Start up from about the 3rd verse.
2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except they come a falling away first.
So what did Paul say? Because at that time, they kept thinking that the Lord was going to come back in their lifetime. They didn't realize that they had to be destroyed. They had to, the Romans were going to besiege their land, that a lot of them were going to be put to death, that they were going to be fed to the lions, that they were going to flee into the interiors of Africa, that they were going to be brought into captivity and serve slavery. So that's the falling away. So all this stuff had to happen. Now we went through the North American captivity. We went through this hell. We went through the 60s, the black struggle, the Black Panthers, all these different things that Jake tried to rise up. Malcolm X came on the scene. Martin Luther King came on the scene. Marcus Garvey came on the scene in the 30s. So now all those guys came and went. So now who's the last group that was going to come and stay? The Israelites. The men that's teaching you that they're the Israelites, that you're the Israelites, rather. So ain't nobody going to come after us. Go ahead.
And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Yeah, the Esau. He's revealed who he is in the scriptures. He's Esau. Go ahead.
The son of perdition.
The devil. Go ahead.
Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped.
Any church that you go into, when you look at an image of God or his son or the angels, they're all Edomites, crackers. Go ahead.
So that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now you know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work.
The mystery of iniquity is the Roman Empire. That's what Paul was telling you. Go ahead.
Only he who now letteth will let.
The Most High allowed this man to go on. That's why Paul said what he said in Romans the 13th chapter. And you got guys that's breaking down that wrong. Basically, what Paul was saying in Romans the 13th chapter, the first 2 verses was, this man was set up by the Most High, so don't try to take this man down. Because you had a lot of Israelite groups and other nations that were constantly trying to take the Roman Empire down by force. Go ahead.
Until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
And how is the Most High talking to him? Through us. Go ahead.
And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
He's going to physically come down in the ships with the angels, with an innumerable amount of angels, and he's going to destroy this damn place simultaneously while the missiles are coming from Russia and possibly China. Go ahead.
Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan.
Yeah, because this whole thing goes back to what you did as Cain, when you rose up and slew your brother Abel. It said, sin lieth at the door, and to it shall be his desire. Go ahead.
Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
Yeah, so that's these jakes that follow this man's system. They're going to be destroyed because the Most High gave them strong delusion that they may believe a lie. Go ahead.
And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believed not. That they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
Yeah, that's these 2/3 of these jakes. The hell with these 2/3 of these niggas, man. I was in the Bronx the other day, and I had my camera with me, right? I was by myself, and I had went to this auto store to pick up something, and I seen from a distance 2 dudes, but they were like thug bone niggas, and they dressed like thugs. But then I got a good look, and I said, "Are these niggas holding hands?" They were 2 thug bone niggas that they wasn't dressed like homos, man, but they were holding each other's hands. And I said, these are 2 fucking open thug bone faggots, man. In the Bronx. Of all places. It wasn't Greenwich Village, it was in the Bronx. So I hurried up to try to get my camera to film this shit, because nobody was going to believe me, you know. As soon as I pull up, the Satan made them niggas turn that damn corner, man, and I couldn't get them. But I'm gonna get them faggots. I'm gonna catch them faggots on camera, man. So I said, you know what? And these guys are trying to save all of Israel.